Welcome to Clover Cure, and welcome to today's video where I'll be showing you how to create your very own magical healing herb garden right in your kitchen. I'm so excited to share this with you because growing herbs indoors is not only incredibly rewarding, but also gives you constant access to fresh, healing plants whenever you need them. Whether you're an experienced gardener or a complete beginner with a curious spirit, this video will walk you through everything you need to know to create a thriving indoor herb garden filled with plants that have been used for their healing properties for centuries. So why grow healing herbs indoors? Before we dive into the how-to, let's talk about why growing healing herbs in your kitchen is such a wonderful idea. First, accessibility. Having healing herbs right at your fingertips means you can snip fresh leaves whenever you need them for teas, cooking, or remedies. No more buying expensive dried herbs that have lost much of their potency. Second, quality control. When you grow your own herbs, you know exactly what went into growing them. No pesticides, no chemicals. Third, connection. There's something deeply satisfying about nurturing plants that will in turn nurture you. Fourth, year-round growing. Unlike outdoor gardens, your kitchen herb garden isn't subject to seasonal limitations. You can have fresh basil in December if you want it. And finally, space efficiency. You don't need acres of land or even a backyard to grow healing herbs. A sunny windowsill, a small countertop, or a little corner of your kitchen is all you need to create a thriving herb garden. Not all herbs thrive indoors, but luckily, many of the most potent healing herbs love being grown in containers in your kitchen. Here are my top recommendations. Number 1. Basil. Beyond its culinary uses, basil has antibacterial properties and can help with digestion and inflammation. It's also incredibly easy to grow and propagate. Number 2. Mint. Peppermint and spearmint are excellent for digestive issues, headache relief, and respiratory health. Plus, they grow vigorously indoors, sometimes too vigorously, so keep them in their own pot. Number 3. Rosemary. This aromatic herb improves memory and concentration, helps with muscle pain, and boosts immunity. Number 4. Thyme. A powerful antiseptic and antimicrobial herb that supports respiratory health and boosts immunity. Number 5. Sage. Known for its ability to improve brain function, reduce inflammation, and ease menopausal symptoms. It also adds a beautiful silvery green color to your herb collection. Number 6. Lavender. While a bit more challenging indoors, dwarf varieties of lavender can thrive in the right conditions. It's excellent for relaxation, sleep, and easing anxiety. Number 7. Lemon balm. This lemony member of the mint family reduces stress, promotes sleep, and may help with cold sores. It grows well indoors in bright spaces. Number 8. Chamomile. Famous for its calming properties, chamomile helps with sleep, digestion, and skin irritations. The German variety tends to do better indoors. Number 9. Cilantro or coriander. Helps remove heavy metals from the body and is anti-inflammatory. It's quick-growing but needs to be reseeded regularly. Number 10. Chives. Rich in vitamins and minerals, chives support heart health and immunity. They're one of the easiest herbs to grow indoors. You'll need a few basic supplies. Containers. Choose pots that are at least 6 inches deep with drainage holes. Terracotta pots are ideal as they allow soil to breathe, but any container will work as long as it has drainage. Potting mix. Don't use garden soil for indoor herbs. Instead, choose a high-quality organic potting mix specifically formulated for containers. You can add a bit of perlite for better drainage, seeds or seedlings. While growing from seed is rewarding, beginners might want to start with small plants from a nursery. Choose organic, non-GMO varieties when possible. Light source. Most healing herbs need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. A south-facing window is ideal. If necessary, consider a full-spectrum grow light. Watering can. A small watering can with a narrow spout gives you more control when watering your herbs. Scissors or pruning shears. Clean, sharp scissors are essential for harvesting your herbs without damaging the plants. Plant mister. Some herbs appreciate extra humidity, especially in dry indoor environments. Herb drying rack or bundles of twine. For drying and preserving excess harvests. Now let's get our hands dirty and set up your healing herb garden. Step 1. Choose your space. Find the sunniest spot in your kitchen. Most culinary and medicinal herbs need at least 6 hours of sunlight daily. Step 2. Prepare your containers. If your pots don't have drainage holes, add some. Place a small piece of mesh or a coffee filter over the holes to prevent soil from washing out. You might want to cleanse your containers with sage smoke or add a small crystal at the bottom of each pot for plant energy. Step 3. Fill with potting mix. Fill each container about 3/4 full with your potting mix. You can add a thin layer of compost on top for extra nutrients. Step 4. Plant your herbs. If using seedlings, make a hole in the soil large enough for the root ball. Place the plant in, ensuring it's at the same depth it was in its original container. Gently firm the soil around it. If using seeds, follow the planting depth instructions on the seed packet, which is typically about twice the depth of the seed's diameter. Step 5. Water thoroughly. Give your newly planted herbs a good drink until water comes out of the drainage holes. This initial watering helps settle the soil and gives the plants a good start. With your garden set up, let's talk about how to keep it thriving. The key to a successful magical herb garden is consistent care. Here's how to keep your herbs happy and healthy. Watering. The number one cause of herb death is overwatering. Always check the soil before watering. It should be dry about an inch below the surface. Different herbs have different needs. Mint likes consistent moisture, while rosemary prefers to dry out between waterings. Generally water deeply but infrequently rather than giving small amounts frequently. Light. Rotate your plants regularly so all sides get even light exposure. If using grow lights, keep them on for 12 to 14 hours per day to simulate natural conditions. Temperature. Most herbs prefer temperatures between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 24 degrees Celsius. Keep them away from cold drafts and heating vents, which can dry them out. Humidity. Kitchen herbs generally adapt well to indoor humidity levels, but misting occasionally can be beneficial, especially in winter when indoor air tends to be drier. Feeding. Herbs don't need much fertilizer. In fact, too much can diminish their flavor and medicinal properties. Use an organic liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength once a month. Pruning. Regular harvesting is actually good for your herbs as it encourages bushier growth. Always cut just above a leaf node, where leaves attach to the stem, and never take more than 1/3 of the plant at once. Dealing with problems. Keep an eye out for pests like aphids or spider mites. If you spot them, try a gentle solution of water with a drop of dish soap, applied with a soft cloth. For fungal issues, improve air circulation and reduce watering. With proper care, most indoor herbs will thrive for months or even years, providing you with a continuous supply of fresh, healing plants. Now for the rewarding part, harvesting and using your magical healing herbs. When to harvest? The best time to harvest most herbs is in the morning, after the dew has dried, but before the heat of the day. This is when their essential oils are most concentrated. How to harvest? Use clean, sharp scissors or pruning shears to make clean cuts. For leafy herbs like basil and mint, pinch stems just above a leaf node. For woody herbs like rosemary and thyme, cut whole stems from the top of the plant. Using fresh herbs. Fresh herbs can be used immediately in cooking, teas, bath sachets, or homemade remedies. To make a simple healing tea, steep a tablespoon of fresh herbs, or a teaspoon of dried, in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Drying herbs. If you have excess, drying herbs extends their usefulness. Hang small bundles upside down in a dark, dry place with good air circulation, or use a dehydrator on the lowest setting. Store dried herbs in airtight containers away from light and heat. Creating magical remedies. With your homegrown herbs, you can create simple remedies like infused oils for massage or skincare, herbal vinegars for cooking and cleaning, healing salves for minor cuts and burns, sleep pillows filled with lavender and chamomile. Culinary herb blends customized to your taste and health needs. Start small, perhaps with just 3 or 4 herbs that call to you, and expand as you gain confidence. Before long, you'll have a thriving indoor garden that nourishes both body and spirit. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content on natural living, and share your herbal growing journey in the comments below. I'd love to see pictures of your magical kitchen herb gardens. Until next time, happy growing and blessed be.